Okay, guys. I mentioned a case gauge. This is a case gauge. I've got one for nearly every caliber I reload a lot of. So it's like a chamber. You've got to drop a bullet in there. The tip of it sticks out at the end, which is where the threads on a barrel would be. And this is how it works. Here's a factory 5.56. It should drop right in and make a clunk sound. Click. See how it's nice and flush? You can feel it. It's like perfectly level, and it should just drop right out of the chamber without an issue. Here's one of my reloads. It is almost there. You can feel a little lump, and if you push really hard, it'll flatten out, but then it kind of sticks. This one should work in a rifle without a problem. Because it's going to chamber. Now what I probably have a problem there is I can feel this is not quite crimped, and I've gone through and I have a tool, a die that does a crimp around the neck here where it meets the bullet, and I can just feel the ridge here, and that could be what's keeping it from going full battery in my case gauge. Here's one, if I can find my camera, here's one that does not work. See how it sticks up out of there? It's either too long, I see I can hardly press it in there, or, oops, or I've got something wrong with the casing, and you can't really feel it or see it until you drop it in a case gauge. This one, god dang it, focus. This one might just be a little rough around the edges. This was a reload. I picked this up at a range 2 years ago. Oops. So that's how a case gauge works. It's a lot easier on the pistol calibers. I find I case gauge nearly all my 9mm because 9mm rest on the front of the casing in the chamber of a handgun, so they have to be just the right length. You do have some play there, but you can't be too long or the bolt on a pistol won't close all the way. On a rifle, they typically chamber on that shoulder right here. So as long as this first piece is okay and you don't have any weird bulges and it's not overly long, the rest should match up to your bolt. 38s don't work that way because 38s chamber on the rim. Imagine this is a 38, it's got that rim here, just like a 30-30. It's flat, and that's what holds it in place. So that's it. I know, 3 minutes of me describing, but some people tell you don't need that shit, just stick it in a gun and make it fire. Stick it in a gun and have a jam and you can't get it loose. Well, I'd rather do it before I jam it into a chamber. Later.